Yo, what's happening with y'all, man? As y'all can see, this is the Monday Night Gang, man. We are on to new things, and as y'all can see, we got a new name. This is called the Wrestling Chill Monday Night Raw Review. And as y'all can see, we got our boy FTW Rock in the building. We got our boy MTG, a loud man Matt Murray, and our beautiful girl Reptar. And you know me, boy, Mr. FTW. Tonight, I will be hosting this thing, man. How the gang doing, man? What's up with y'all?
Chilling.
Doing good,
like
boss
a
man.
villain
Doing
on
good.
purpose.
I was excited for tonight. Looking forward to tonight for a while.
So was I.
I don't get promoted. I don't like it.
Oh my god. Other than Rock, what did y'all think of tonight's show? You know what I'm saying? Talk to me before we even get started.
3 out of 5.
Same.
2 out of 5.
In my opinion, if it was a regular Raw, it would have been like fantastic. But the fact that they hyped this Raw up so much, it made it feel like a mid Raw because of how much that happened. Now we just got this Raw, just a regular random Monday. We've been like, oh man, Raw was lit, Undertaker and everything. But you know what I mean, the best part of it was Hogan getting booed.
I'll go ahead and kick it off real quick. I definitely know that a large portion of it is us as fans overhyping it ourselves. I mean, they overhyped it definitely with everyone that was supposed to be there and on the card. And now everyone they did mention, except for a couple, of course, we did see even the Penta. We saw the Penta video, but he was, spoiler alert, didn't show up. Fucking stupid. But anyway, before I get on that tangent, just the fact that we definitely expected like the moon from this Raw. It was going to be really hard for them to deliver. And not that the opening match wasn't a banger and the closing match wasn't a banger. So they did what the formula is supposed to do, open and close with a good match. However, just the execution of some of the matches and the stories I don't know. It just, again, I feel like it definitely underdelivered what I personally expected from it tonight.
Okay. Just want to throw that in there before we get the show started.
Well, before I forget, I do want to say I did like the camera angles and the different stuff you have. So at least I noticed difference in some things they were doing. It being on Netflix, it was being shot a different way. A lot more drone footage, which I personally don't have a problem with. It came through nice and clear. Just stuff like that. I did feel like there were some tweaks that they did on the positive side. So I am anticipating the future and thinking it'll be okay.
Okay. Anybody else before we get started? Okay. And with that being said, man, we started off Netflix, you know what I'm saying, with our boy Triple H, with an intro from that man Triple H. Of course, you know what I'm saying, he talks to us and lets us know. Of course, he gives us the "Are you ready?" sign. And before we even get started, man, we got the Rock. He comes out and of course gets the crowd going and gives his salutes to everybody. But okay, let me ask y'all this real question, because what I got in this wasn't no promo. This wasn't like, okay, you know what I'm saying, I'm here to stay. This was Boss Man Rock saying, hey, I'm here. Welcome to Netflix. This is, you know what I'm saying, Raw on Netflix. It's the new era, and I'm out. With that being said, do y'all think we'll actually see The Rock at WrestleMania? Because I think we suggested way more for The Rock tonight and didn't get what nothing we expected. I'm gonna start with FTW Rock, bro. Talk to me.
Personally, I'm starting to doubt it. This would be the best year to do so with the whole hype of everybody wanting him and Roman, especially since if he doesn't wrestle, we really don't know what Roman's going to be doing. Probably go for the world title, I guess. Or Jacob Fatu, if they were that match. But, I mean, other than that, like, we want this match this year. Don't say we're going to get it. Because, like you said, it just felt like an in and out pin. You know what I mean? He didn't say anything. He didn't. Spoiler alert. It was it was a match I thought he was gonna be involved in that he really didn't get involved in. You know what I mean? Even afterward, you know what I mean? So it's like I didn't feel anything that he's gonna do anything else unless they surprise us and like build it slow during these next couple of weeks. But Rock usually don't show up for more than a week.
Okay. What you got, MTG? Talk to me.
Yeah, I agree that I'm starting to doubt that he's going to be at WrestleMania this year,
Much love.
that's part of the reason why I felt that stupid tag match last year should have never happened. Because again, you could have did night 2 Rock and Roman, or night 1 Roman and Cody, and he's not really dependable for showing up. Because he's a busy guy. He has a lot. He's making money off different stuff now, and like now I'm really starting to doubt that he's not going to be at anything. And that's why I didn't want that dumb tag match to happen last year. And as far as him kicking off Raw, it was good seeing him. It's always good seeing The Rock. I mean, I wish I could see him wrestle a few more matches, but that ain't gonna happen. And honestly, he just, like I said, he's not really dependable anymore.
Okay. Before we get to my man, Loud Man, I just want to say shout out to everybody that's watching us right now. I know it's a lot of you right now. I can see it from on all kinds of sides. So shout out to everybody that's watching us right now. Thank you for joining us and staying up late with your FTW. No matter if it's 10:30 or 11:30, no matter what side of the time. You might be on the West Coast, but no matter what it is, thank you for giving us the time. And with that being said, Loud, go ahead and give me your opinion, bro.
Very, very disappointing segment because I expected the final boss. He called himself the final boss. He talked about himself in the third person, but he felt like Rocky McMahon tonight. And I don't say that disrespectfully, because there was Mr. McMahon and there's Vince McMahon. The Mr. McMahon character that you saw played out on TV is a different person from McMahon, even though they're both scumbags, not too far removed from each other. There's still the difference, okay? So I felt like we saw Rocky McMahon, meaning we saw The Rock, we saw the final boss, but we saw the face final boss and the way he kicked it off and then his interaction later. And I just, not at all what I expected. Again, it did not look like he was hyping up or leading up towards Mania in any way, shape, or form. I'm still going to hold on to the pipe dream that we're gonna see Rock and Roman. We're gonna see Rock and Roman. I never got my Sting and fucking Undertaker. Damn it, give me Rock and Roman, please. Give me some kind of dream match before it's over. If you ain't gonna give me that, then give me John Cena versus Stone Cold. And I more want that for John Cena than myself, but I feel like that would be pretty sick too, because that's John Cena's dream match. Why not if he's about to retire? I mean, but that again, that's a different topic, different person. I was disappointed with this segment. The Rock got a huge pop. He got the crowd started. Good way to kick off Raw. But other than that, nah, I wasn't feeling it, man. I'm not feeling it right now. I don't like the way they kicked off 2025. They started off good, and it declined from there. Kicking off with The Rock the way they did, I was still questioning because he came out and said everything he said. Oh, okay, that's fine. And then went right into the first match. And after that, it kind of went downhill for me.
Okay, Reptar, talk to me.
I don't know. Lau took everything that we wanted to say, if we wanted to say it, if we had it in our minds. Yeah, I liked the beginning of it. In my opinion, it was a nice way to start off because again, it did follow the formula. However, realizing that tribal combat's going to be first because he said, let me see about my cousin. I'm like, okay, this got real black in 2 seconds, even though he's half, but still. It definitely dropped afterwards, but I feel like they did the normal combat rules of tribal combat. I don't know. Sure, The Rock came. Sure, the end.
Okay. Now here's my thing, and that's why I asked that question. And for the fans out there, I want y'all opinion. Like that's why I asked that question because when I seen him doing that's like it didn't feel like a promo. This felt like more of a boss talking like, "Hey, welcome to the new era. Welcome to Raw, and this is what it is." And it was just like, okay, well. That being said, I don't really get the vibes, and then we go straight into the opening match, which we always know if the bloodline not last, they're first. And we got the Solo versus Roman Reigns and blood on the combat, bloodline combat, basically.
Tribal combat.
Bloodline rules, yeah, tribal combat, bloodline rules, basically. We get what we always expect. But we get what we expect. You know what I'm saying? We get our ref bump, then we get, you know what I'm saying, the usual everybody come out, and instead we don't get Jay coming out, we get Sammy and Jimmy coming out to say today and helping out. And the only thing shocked to me was we got a Roman win. But I guess it shouldn't have been too shocking when we seen what The Rock did, what he did, so it didn't really lead up to nothing. So now I guess where we go, I don't know, you know. I want us to talk about the match, but I also want to give you an opinion on where to go from here now that Roman has the Ula follow back. So with that being said, we do have a Roman Reigns win, but we also have Roman Reigns back with the Ula follow. Where do we go from here? And we'll start off with our boy FTW Rock.
I'm gonna say this, bro. Like, I'm not 100% mad that he won, but I think the story would have dragged out more if Solo would have won. I think Solo, for his career and the momentum and the story that they've been building, I think Solo needed it. The Roman don't even have to have the Ula follow right now. He don't have to at all. But I mean, I'm not mad about it because, of course, Tribal Chief. You know what I mean? Cool, get our ones up and whatnot. But with what The Rock did after the match, it lit, and the fact that he was pretty much like Lyle said, not doing complete kayfabe as the final boss anymore. He wasn't. He was embracing Cody, congratulating Cody, and then backstage hugging him and stuff. Like that completely takes away from what he did at what was it? What's the past?
Mania.
No, not just Mania. The past pay-per-view was popped up. Was it Crown Jewel?
Yeah. I think so. Yeah.
It one of them. Where he popped up, and you know what I mean, he did 3 fingers, and did like that, like he was gonna come after him. Like that, like now it makes no sense for you to do that. Cause now you ain't coming out nobody. You just hugged and shook everybody's hand, and you didn't even come in there and attack Solo. You know what I mean? Like nothing. So I don't know. The Rock being there, it was funny as a motherfucker. But the actual match was decent. The actual match was decent. I don't think it didn't really make much sense for Jay or Drew not to come out because of everything that was going on. Like they could at least came out and fought each other off. But I liked the format though. I wasn't surprised by KO coming out there. I knew either him or Drew was gonna come out, and I was glad that he did come out because you know they screwed him out of everything. So why not try to screw him? So yeah. It was decent, man. Like I said, I'm not mad about it, but I just feel like it's just more layers that could have been uncovered with, you know, a Solo win.
Okay. MTG, talk to me. What you think?
I enjoyed this whole entire match. It was very entertaining. It was probably the best part of the night. And what you call, and then what Lyle said, The Rock not being in character mode. Now I'm really starting to get really irritated that this dumb tag match happened last year. I'm getting even more irritated that this tag match happened last year because what was the point of doing all that stuff and The Rock is not even being in the character mode in this feud, the whole thing with Cody. Like I'm really starting to get irritated by that. And that match was very predictable. I didn't know who was gonna win. I was like, if Solo might win by either Drew McIntyre coming out, or Kevin Owens came out. I didn't expect him to show up. Basically, almost saying the same thing that Rock is saying. And what else? Then he got the Ula Fala back. I kind of expected The Rock to rock bottom him after that. After he gave him the Ula Fala, that's what I predicted, but it didn't happen. So overall, I enjoyed that whole entire part of Raw. Probably the best part of the night.
Lyle, talk to me.
Okay. I pretty much wasn't surprised that Roman won. I thought Roman was going to win. I thought he should win because I thought that either one of two things was going to happen. I thought Roman should win and would win And then The Rock would attack him and go, no, you may have beaten Solo, you may have gotten the Ulafala back, but I am the tribal chief. You've beaten everyone, but you haven't beaten me. And then that would start leading up to Mania. Because again, I'm on that pipe dream that we're going to see Roman versus Rock at Mania. Okay, I'm sticking to it. I got to have hope. So that's how I thought that might play out. I would have been more surprised if Solo would have won, unless it would have been because The Rock did something. What did surprise me was again, please correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't know. I could have there's so much wrestling, I could have shit mixed up. But I thought that one of the GMs, whoever set this up, had said no bloodline, no one could interfere. It was just going to be one-on-one tribal combat to determine. Like, it just be, that's all we're going to see. We weren't going to see any shenanigans.
I don't remember saying that. The tribal combat is literally Samoan shenanigans.
Okay, I thought something like that. So I was kind of like, I thought that we weren't going to see the bloodline. It was just going to be Roman and Solo. But okay, then that makes a little more sense to me at that point. Then it was just to be expected. Of course, you're going to see the bloodline come out. I did not expect KO. That shocked the shit out of me, which I loved. Anytime I get really surprised and whoa, I did not see that coming, I love it. Give me that all the time, and you'll give me a 5-star show every day of the week. You give me that shit the whole time. That's what I'm hoping to see when I watch. I don't like predictable shit. I don't like making predictions and coming out 88, 95% correct. I shouldn't be able to do that, no matter how long I've been watching the product. So, liked the outcome. Hated the interaction with The Rock, giving him the Ulafala, no rock bottom, barely a stare down, no nothing, no hint at we're gonna throw down. I don't like that you're the tribal chief. He acknowledged him once again. He crowned him with the Ulafala. Perfect opportunity. So many opportunities for them to set us off and get us so hyped for Rumble and Mania and just kick off true WrestleMania season with a fucking bang. Let's have 2025. We'll be talking about this shit 10 years down the road. And I feel like they dropped the ball.
Again, The Rock is not dependable. And don't be surprised if that match never happens.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. The only other thing is, and the only reason I know I'm getting a little long-winded, but I'm glad MTG said that. It's because I feel, I did see something today about he just bought a whole shit ton more of TKO stock. So now he owns like a large portion of TKO/WWE. So he might be swerving more into the CEO, again, kind of Rocky McMahon type of portion or part, because he can do that and movies a lot more successfully than trying to be an in-ring competitor and movies. If that's the case, then Rock, listen, brother, you need to let us know it ain't going to happen with you and Roman so people like me can let it go. And we can look forward to the product and what you got coming. Otherwise, stop fucking tugging on my heartstrings, man.
Reptar, what you got for us?
Putting it on and off, and it gets annoying.
Reptar?
No, I died at the heartstrings. So let's see. It's a lot. No shocker that Roman won. I kind of knew he was going to win. The shocker, as everyone has said, was KO running out. I said, oh. But the part we're not talking about when KO came out was he told Solo to pin him. I was a bit stunned in that moment. I said, why is he telling him to pin him? But yes, he has the beef with them. But at the same time, he's still telling Solo to pin him. Why is that the case? So that, I guess, that's a rhetorical question.
I don't mean to cut you off and answer you. I think it's to humiliate Roman.
I get it, but like, you still want the knockoff brand of Coach bags running your bloodline. But anywho, moving on. In terms of the Ulafala, I think that we're not going to find out anything until January 27th, as he told Paul Heyman to set up. I just know that it's not going to be just him with that Ulafala. We have to keep in mind the pact he made with CM Punk that might interfere with the January 27th reveal of him being the tribal chief again. So There's a lot of things that can happen. Another title shot for him. It could be, Solo fucking that up too. Excuse my French, excuse my language, excuse everything that I said. And it could be, another one of these things that they can prolong without Solo keeping the Ulafala. So I think Roman winning did not screw up the storyline. I think they have another plan in terms of what to do, because we have to remember that WrestleMania is already planned out. We're just now getting the script of it officially since it's now January. So we literally going to be pulled at the heartstrings all the way up until April. Unfortunately, it might kill us in these moments, but again, WrestleMania is already written out since forever, and now it's January. They're now pulling out that script and dusting the dust off. So I don't know. We'll see.
Yep. And with that being said, man, we move on to the next segment, which we have our boy John Cena here, man. John Cena's retirement tour starts tonight. With that being said, man, he basically comes out and declares for the Royal Rumble and says he's gonna win it. You know what I'm saying? He talks about how he hasn't won a match in over 2,000 days. Also talks about trying to go at number 17 and break the record. But most importantly, declares for the Royal Rumble, says he's gonna win the Royal Rumble. And Reptar asked a great question earlier: do y'all think John Cena will win the Royal Rumble?
I hope he
MTG,
does.
we'll start with you.
I hope he does, and I really want him to beat that record. And it's a good way to go out. And I don't care if he beats either Cody or Gunther to be a 16-time champion. It doesn't matter who he fights against. I still want him to beat that record no matter what.
Okay, Reptar.
Oh, me and MTG have the same shirt. I'm gonna say that first. Well, I love me some Cena. I am a huge Cena fan, as everyone knows. Outside of the usual people, I am a Cena fan. However, I think that the Royal Rumble shouldn't even happen for him. Like he said, he was just going to walk in, do the "you can't see me" and leave. I was prepared for that, because that's a farewell for me. Because you did what you were supposed to do all of those years. You proved the statistics wrong, and you changed the game after our other golden boy Rocky Johnson, right? Junior, right? But again, I think for the Rumble, I think they need somebody new. And I say this because remember, Cody won twice. We need someone new. And granted, it'd be nice to see Cena break another statistic of you don't think you can't see me win this again. Like I'm cool. I'm good. I love me Cena, but he can sit down now. Just come and say you can't see me and leave. Look, give me Thugonomics Cena with the whole rap and everything, and then you can leave. I'm good. You don't have to stay. I personally don't think he should win, but if he does, so be it. But at the end of the day, I feel like it needs to be a fresh face, a fresh start. Because if we're going to be in this new era, let it be the new era. Stop bringing back everybody just because you can. But again, I am a Cena fan, love him to death. But let's have a new face.
Okay, Rock, talk to me. What you think?
I wouldn't be mad. I wasn't mad at it at all. I kind of predict that Cena's gonna win before he even said that. Me, you had talked about it. We said probably Cena's more likely gonna win. Either him or Roman. One of them, I believe one of them are gonna win the Royal Rumble. If Roman don't win, The Rock throws him out. If The Rock, says has to submit that to do. But I was thinking it'd probably be Cena and Roman. Or in the last three, something like that. I wouldn't be mad at it, but like Reptar said, it would be nice to have somebody fresh. But as far as the storyline, I doubt it. Because what fresh face would they have win and keep a good crowd at the same time? You know what I mean? It I can't think of anybody other than maybe Jay, maybe Braun. Drew McIntyre is a possibility, but I doubt it, or CM Punk. But I'm pretty sure all of them are going to be involved in some type of storyline, some type of beef. So I doubt either one of them. Yeah, like I said, I wouldn't be mad at it, but like Reptar said, a fresh face won't hurt either. Fresh face won't hurt at all.
I personally got Drew McIntyre winning the Royal Rumble, but that's just me personally. Lau, what you think? Talk to me. Cena winning the Rumble or not?
Unfortunately, yes, I believe he is. I don't think he should. I think I agree with Riptar. I agree with Rock. I think MTG said it as well. Or I just agree. I think it should be someone fresh. The Rumble, somebody winning the Rumble is a chance of someone who may have failed a couple times in the past or is always kind of on that cusp or he gives, oh, shit, okay, cool. I hate when it's the predictable person, the person oh, well, they're going over to WrestleMania. I hate that. Again, give me shock and awe. Every day of the week, give me shock and motherfucking awe, okay? And you can do that with having The Rock in there. And then The Rock throws Cena over the top rope and wins the Rumble. Okay, so he might, who's he going to blah, 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 blah. We got The Rock going on. And then have Cena win the Elimination Chamber the next, month. And then have him go to Mania and the other. You can still get Cena to a championship believably, to give him that 17th victory, to have him break Flair's record before he retires. You can still do that. I just don't feel you need to do it via the Rumble. There's other ways, i.e. Elimination Chamber. Do it that way, please, over the Rumble.
Yep, and as far as Drew McIntyre winning, I mean, I'm a Drew McIntyre fan, so I'll be super excited if that happens. So Drew McIntyre is my favorite wrestler in today's era. It always has been for the past few years. I wouldn't be mad at that.
For sure, man. And what up, Razorback? What up? And once again, man, thank you for everybody who has joined the FCW podcast. As I got people interrupting me in the background. But like I said, thank you for people that are joined the podcast. And we're finna get right on to the second match, man. Rhea Ripley versus Liv Morgan. Now, I could have swore personally this match had like some type of stipulation to it. That was just me personally, right? I thought that's what I heard. Like I thought it was something. Like I didn't think it was just a. That's what I was saying. Like I thought it was something. I thought we had a stipulation to this match, but all of a sudden we just came out there and we have a regular match. And with that being said, I mean, of course you have Dom and Raquel helping, of course, but shockingly, you know what I'm saying, we have Rhea overdoing everybody 3-on-1 and giving not one but two riptides to go ahead and finish Liv Morgan off. And to start off the new year, we have Rhea Ripley as your new women's world champion, and Dom comes in as he's about to sneak Rhea for a minute, but instead, of course she sees him, he goes in for the hug. She kicks my man in the nuts and gives him a riptide. But like I said,
watch that.
We have our boy. Yes.
Oh my God. He was holding his balls the whole time. As soon as he took the bump and hit the ground from the riptide, he was holding his balls again. Watch that replay.
Literally. So yes, we have Rhea as starting off the year as your new women's world champion again. I want y'all guys to start, man. What you think about it? MTG, start us off.
I knew Rhea was going to win that match, and it was a decent match. I mean, I enjoyed it, and I'm surprised Dominic didn't. Well, he rarely did anything to try to cheat in this match. I expected him to do more stuff to try to help Liv win, but either way, I knew Rhea was going to win. So I'm glad that Rhea Ripley got that belt back, and she got her revenge on Dom.
Yeah, buddy. And next, Reptar, talk to us.
Yeah, I screamed to the top of my lungs as soon as I saw that she won. I thought it was a reversal when she pinned, but I realized it was her. I was like, oh shit, she actually did it. Excuse my French again. But it was due her because she technically never lost it. She had to give it up. And I think her winning it back properly, having to re-earn it, was nice. I still feel, as LeBron James's meme is about damn time, because it should have happened before Crown Jewel. She should have been the double champ for Crown Jewel. So I'm excited for her future because, again, it was due her. To make me hate her, to then like her, I'm a huge fan. I was excited. And granted, Dum Dum should have did more, but I'm glad Dum Dum got hit in the nut. So there we go. Boom. I'm done.
Yeah, I said we're gonna see what happens next with Judgment Day. Rock, talk to us. What you think?
Decent match. It's probably one of Liv's better matches that I've seen of her. It was a little bit more drama added. Kicked out the riptide. I don't remember anybody kicking out the riptide. So that's why I was surprised. I thought Dom or Raquel were going to strike the ref or do something dirty at that time, but he don't get 3 count. But they haven't had a kick out, and I was surprised. Like I said, I've never seen anybody kick out riptide. So like I said, it was one of Liv's better matches. Still think he's mid-board for a character, but other than that, it was like a decent match. But I was extremely happy that Rhea won. I swear to God, I was so sick of Liv being champion. And the thing that was pissing me off even more is when they know something's not working, they get Mike Cole to scream it loud to make us act like it's working. I personally think Liv is superstar of 2025. Or 2024. No, the fuck you don't. Ain't no. He said that. And it just pissed me off a little bit because y'all are pushing her way too. Let us naturally. We don't naturally like her. Stop pushing her. It don't make us not like her even more. You know what I'm saying? She like this. She's straight. She's a boring character. You can't do nothing about her being a boring character other than tell her to get some goddamn personality or something. You know what I mean? Change up her character to do something else. Anyway, like I said. Decent match. I'm glad Rhea won. Now, hopefully, they move on and don't go back to that shit. Done. Leave it alone.
Well, I think Dom is moving us. I think they're all moving to SmackDown, so I think they really are going to move on with that.
Rhea, what you think?
Yeah.
Glad Rhea won. I wasn't quite sure what was going to happen. I honestly figured that Liv would retain. I think I remember telling my homeboy, I think Liv's gonna take it. Unfortunately, Rhea's they're gonna do something. And then with the whole who's gonna be on Raw, who's not, all that, I was like, I don't know. It could go either way. It would make sense either way because obviously Liv's beaten her before. Liv's got Judgment Day. Rhea's on her own. Rhea's fucking Rhea Bloody Ripley. So yeah, she can take on 2 or 3 people, but sometimes the numbers are just too much. You can only do so much as one person. You know what I mean? So. I was glad to see her get the victory. I thought the finish was good. I felt the match was a little. I don't know. There's something about the match I can't really put my finger on that. It just wasn't 100% for. Kind of lost me towards the end, and then the end was great. I liked the way they ended it, but about right middle towards the end, I can't quite put my finger on what it was. They lost me for a minute there. They took it home good. I'm glad that they did. I'm glad Rhea Ripley for 2025. Let's go ahead and start strong and keep her champ for a while. I was still, and I'll go ahead and spoiler alert: no Charlotte Flair. One of the disappointing moments of the night. Even if she's not going to be on Raw, I would have liked to have, I guess that means we'll see her in the Rumble. That'll be her return, which I'm okay with. But I could have sworn saw her advertised for some Raw. So I don't know. That was a big disappointment for me. I think that would have been a perfect moment. As soon as Rhea wins that title, holds it up, boom, you got Charlotte Flair's music hit. People would have lost their minds. I mean, they lost their minds quite a few times tonight. The crowd seemed rather pleased. So, all in all, I bet the ratings will show they did well. They'll be like, it was one of the best Raws in history. It was record-breaking, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, okay. No, it was not up to par from what we as diehards really dissect and let know. We also respect what is done and we know how hard it is, but come on, you can't hype it the way you did and then perform the way you did. What the fuck you doing? Where are these stories going? But again, Rhea Ripley, your women's champion. Let's go 2025.
All right, and with that being said, man, we're gonna take a little time out for our sponsors. We have our paid sponsors. We have one of our paid sponsors in here right now, so we're gonna go ahead and instead of even showing up her logo, we're gonna go and let her talk about her own stuff real fast, and then we'll play our other paid sponsors.
Oh, well, thank you very much. Yes, I am. I am on. This is Dating with Reptar, and I am a Reptar. And if you want to follow me ready on Instagram, I am a Reptar_Love_Jones2, R3PTAR_LOVEJONEZ2. And we are on YouTube. Search, which is Dating with Reptar. We are on Facebook at Dating with Reptar. Come see us. Shout out to my intro.
Yes. We will be having an intro. We'll be playing on the next Monday night. So right now we'll be posting it. We had the beautiful Reptar with us there tonight. And like I said, we're going to take just a short little break for our paid sponsors, and we'll be back.
Make sure you play mine.
Yo, FTW gang. I know it's a little different seeing your boy Mr. FTW not with behind the bright lights with his championship belt. I'm in the car. I'm in the FTW bucket, man. With that being said, I gotta let you guys know. Yes, shout out to Red. But yes, that being said, here, 5 to 7 business days a week. If you want to be a paid sponsor, all you got to do is hit me up, man. We run live 5 through 7 business days a week, and we go live on 5 different platforms, gang. 5 different platforms. You can go out there and reach, you know what I'm saying, really reach the numbers you really want to reach. Let us help you do that. And with that being said, man, I always want to give a shout out to all our sponsors. So shout out to all the paid sponsors if you are a paid sponsor already. And shout out to the ones that are out there that's going to become a sponsor in the future. And with that being said, man, it's your boy, Mr. FTW. I don't want to hold up any more of your time. So we're going to play these paid sponsors, and we're going to get back to this rocking show, y'all.
Down M13 through Genesee, I-75 is the home for me. Welcome to Saginaw, Saginaw, Saginaw. Down M13 through Genesee.
Can be, and as you already know, that is Matt's Wrestling Collectibles right here on YouTube. Today, guys, a milestone video, a huge video, one that I was talking about a few videos back, a few new figure pickup videos back. We were talking about this right here. It is none other than episode 50 of New Figure Pickups. It is crazy to think that this YouTube started back up again after so many years of being away. We started back up in June of 2022. Here we are, a little over 2 years later, 50 episodes later of New Figure Pickups. I told you guys it was going to be a good one. It was going to be a big one. We're going to try to make sure that we don't make this.
Yes. Thank you to all of our sponsors. Absolutely. Shout out to one of our pay sponsors and my boy Kevin Reinhardt, Goju Ryukai Mixed Martial Arts in Gloversville, Texas. Woo! Gloversville, New York, upstate New York. Y'all know where it is. Man, y'all up here, y'all need to get some training. Run on it.
Yeah.
I'm tired of it.
Yes. And with that being said, man, we move on to the next thing. And I'm gonna kind of wrap this shit up all in three and all in one. We get the real one. We get the Undertaker riding down on his bike. You know what I'm saying? So we get sighting of the dead man, and then we get Chad Gable, and the next segment talking about Adam Pearce. As he's talking about Adam Pearce, he says, I need the best luchador you got. I think we all know who that is. That is our boy Penta El Miro is coming. Okay, after we get that, we get the Rock greeting everybody, drinking his bottle. You know what I'm saying? He's greeting everybody on the way out. Here's my only thing. That is 3 segments in one that we could have got Chad Gable versus, Penta. But instead, we give another thing about Penta. Oh, look who finally decided to show up to work.
Finally showing the fuck up for work.
First time, yes, look who has finally showed up. Lucas finally showed up to work, bro.
It was snowing outside of my house. So it was hard to get back home.
I don't want to hear it. No.
Hey.
So yes, like I said, we have those 3 segments with the Undertaker coming out, with Chad Gable talking to Adam Pearce about Penta, and with The Rock greeting everybody, seeing Travis Scott greeting him, greeting Roman, Cody, and all of that. But my problem is, like I said, I'm cool with seeing Undertaker. Cool, I guess. I'm not even really cool with seeing Undertaker. What did he do besides take a minute away from Penta? Seeing Penta El Miro, Chad Gable. So I just want y'all honest opinion. We can all chime in on this one. I guess we'll start with our boy Rolly. How did you feel about seeing those segments? You know what I'm saying? Do you think those segments was necessary? Do you think we could have went on ahead and threw in and had actually Penta's debut tonight? Or we could have seen Charlotte, or we could have seen a Becky Lynch, because Becky Lynch has been promoted on Netflix. So that we could have seen a lot more other than the 3 little things they threw in there. So, yeah, about that.
Honestly, I feel like the Undertaker one wasn't that bad, because it was like he came out to congratulate Rhea. So I wasn't really mad at that. He didn't take up no time for me. Now, Hulk Hogan, no. No. Forget that nigga. Nah. My bad. Sorry. But yeah, no. I didn't want to see Hulk Hogan. I felt like he was doing too much. And he was getting booed so badly. Like, he doesn't need to be there. He doesn't need to be there at all. At all. Tired of seeing him. And they just continue to keep shoving him in our face. Like, they're going to, he's going to be at Saturday Night Main Event. Like, why did he need to be here tonight? Bring him Saturday Night Main Event. That's cool, whatever. I don't care. But the first night...
And Rock, I think... I ain't mean to cut you off, but I think Rock will actually be there. What is it, February 22nd?
What, Saturday Night Main Event?
Yeah, we'll be in Saturday Night Main Event. I think it's February 22nd.
I thought it was this month, like January 26th.
No, it's next month. It's next month. I think it's February 22nd. Yeah, me and Rock will be in San Antonio.
Okay.
Yeah, me and Rock will be in San Antonio. So me and Rock will probably be at the second one.
Well, hopefully it's better than the first one, because the first one was good. It's just I don't remember anything that happened, and I watched the show. It wasn't that
okay.
I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this. Who the hell said I'll be in San Antonio? Let's get that out the way first. Second of all, yeah. No, I completely agree with you. We didn't need Undertaker because he didn't do anything. It took up time from actual wrestlers who could have that time. Like I said, Charlotte could have made an appearance. Beck could have made an appearance. Hell, Logan Paul could have kicked somebody. It would have been more entertaining. You know what I mean? Like, just anything other than people who's not doing anything. Like you said, I'm glad Hogan came out there. So they can see how much we don't fuck with him. So don't try the shit again. Netflix, Triple H, whoever fucking idea it was, and then to endorse his beer.
Yeah.
We don't want it. Nobody wants it. They were booing him so bad. You had Jimmy Hart out there who everybody loves, and they just booing the dog shit out of Hogan, boy. He couldn't get no words out. He kept on, what you gonna do? God, I thought I heard somebody say,
I love the fans. They with me. Nah, they ain't even with you, bro. It's over with. Stop talking.
He doing like this. You trying to hear boos more? Like, bro, I was. Look, LA passed the vibe check tonight. I swear to God, I was so proud of them. I swear to God. And then, the thing I said earlier about Michael Cole, he did that dumbass shit with Hogan when he first came out. Dun dun dun. Oh my God, wouldn't be here without Hogan. Michael Cole, I swear to God, bring Joe back. Bring Joe back. You're pissing me off, Mike. You're pissing me off. Cause there's no way JR and King would never say no sucker shit like that. They probably would have been like, what's going on? You know what I mean? But yeah, like you said though, we could have got somebody else. They've been advertising Charlotte, Becky, hell, even Jay. You know what I mean? Anybody, Penta. Anybody else could have came during the moment and got some TV time. You know what I mean? So I completely agree with you. Some of that stuff was just unnecessary.
So I think we all kind of much feel the same on this one. We ain't even got to hold too much on this one. We kind of all feel the same, right? All right then. So we go right. You said what, MCJ?
Hey, say what you want about him. That guy put wrestling on the map. And another thing.
Okay, next segment, we go right into it. Okay, that third one. I'm finna mute MCG. Like I said, the next segment we finna talk about is third match of the night. We got our boy Drew McIntyre versus Jey Uso. But what was so crazy about this? Travis Scott came Uso, and I thought at first I was tripping. This is what made me realize we was on Netflix tonight, y'all. It was a blunt lit live on TV, live 95, and take a puff of that motherfucker on live TV. And blow smoke in the crowd.
Jay wanted to smoke
at his concert.
Jay wanted to hit
that. The fact that the crowd even knew his song, so they're screaming "Fiend" as his song is playing. Oh yeah, Jay definitely wanted to puff. He walked right in the puff. He already knew. And with that being said, that gives you the thing saying you are now Raw on Netflix, baby. And with that being said, on Wednesdays nights, catch your boy Loud Murr on the 420. You know what I'm saying? His show is now will be 420 on Wednesday nights for AEW. Tonight, since we seen Travis Scott, it is 420 friendly for that also. And with that being said, we have Jey Uso versus Drew McIntyre, which was probably a good match, very solid match. I felt like, though, honestly, with all due respect, it could have been like a main event on like a regular Monday Night Raw match. I mean, a regular Monday Night Raw, but for some way it got squeezed into this, and I mean, it was still solid. We have a Jey Uso win. I definitely think this doesn't stop with we got going on. I do think it somehow ends up with Drew McIntyre and Roman Reigns at some point in time. I do think it ends up there. But with that being said, we're gonna start off with our girl Riptide. What you think?
I mean, the match was solid. I mean, the entrance, of course, Jey Uso comes out crazy every time. But I think it was solid. It was a good match. Nothing really bad to say about it. It kept the hype a little bit in terms of how Jay came out. But I will say, as a fashion person, when it comes to wrestling, I want Jimmy, listen to me. I want Gorgeous Drew's jacket. If somebody could slide me that vest, that would be nice, because he looked the heck good. Okay, give me Gorgeous Drew any freaking time. Okay, because baby, I know I'm the only female here, but baby, that was amazing.
MTG. MTG.
Great matchup. I enjoyed it. And I thought Drew McIntyre was gonna win this match. I didn't think Jey Uso was gonna beat him, because this is the first time that Jey Uso has ever beaten Drew McIntyre in a one-on-one match. So yeah, it was that's all I could say. It was just a solid match, and Jay got his first win over Drew because Drew was kicking his ass most of the time.
Yeah. Rolly, what you got for us? Talk to us.
Thought it was a cool match. It could have been better, but for the most part, it was cool. Drew got the win. Jay got the win. I was expecting Drew to get the win, but Jay got the win on the roll up. And it was cool. Drew was kicking his ass most of the match, but for the most part, it was cool. I liked it, and then I was expecting Drew to win, but I'm not mad at Jay winning. I'm not. I feel like it's cool for Jay to get some momentum going into 2025. So yeah, down with it.
Loud talk to us. What you think, man?
Absolutely hated that Jey Uso won. However,
Agreed.
I liked how clever the roll-up was. It wasn't your basic generic roll-up. It was a counter to the Claymore, where he ducked the Claymore, and then as Drew takes the bump from the Claymore, he hooks him in a crucifix pin and rolls him up. I think, okay, if you're going to do a roll-up, if you're going to have Jey Uso, in my opinion, if you're going to have Jey Uso beat Drew McIntyre clean like that, okay, that made sense to me. I didn't want him to. I didn't expect him to. I thought Drew had it. I'm tired of them killing Drew's momentum. I really feel like they always do. I hope y'all are right. It does end up with Drew and Roman at some point because I know that'll be a banger, and I hope it's for a belt. I don't know. My only other thing, I've been saying it for a while, Drew, leave WWE when your contract's up this time. Do not renew it this next time. Go to TNA. You'll be an instant champion for a while. That's all I got to say.
All I'm saying is, if you don't think Drew McIntyre is going to be a world champion within the next year, you crazy. The Rock had a lot to do with him signing his contract. That's why I honestly say people got to understand. Look at what he's doing right now. Him and Kevin Owens are two people next you really need to expect to be, big players in the next coming in this new era, especially Drew McIntyre. Because think about it, they're both already playing in the bloodline storyline some way, somehow. Drew McIntyre is basically beating down everybody to get to Roman Reigns. And respectfully, that's all he's doing. He's gonna kick everybody ass until he gets to Roman Reigns. But it's all gonna take a halt at the Royal Rumble, because more than likely, if you think about names, if you think about like Reptar said, if you think about just hot names, hot people, there's only like 3 people you can give it to, and that's probably like that's Jey Uso or maybe CM Punk. There's not too many other people you're going to be able to get a Royal Rumble to. And I'm sorry, and I hate to say this, we bet not waste a Royal Rumble on either John Cena chasing 17 or a Bloodline Royal Rumble. I don't want to waste it for that. Like let whoever wins this Royal Rumble, just whoever wins this Royal Rumble. No, but respectfully, outside of Drew McIntyre, I do think it will be John Cena, just because Cody doesn't really have a lot of heat. So it's gonna be, I feel like John Cena and Cody Rhodes sells. So I think you'll probably get that at the Rumble. And I'm already hearing rumors that they want somebody like, Seth and Gunther. So we'll talk about that last part in the end. So Rock, what you think, bro? Talk to us.
Things first, fuck Hogan. But yeah, this match was alright. It could have been. I could have been better. I wasn't a big fan of it. I was expecting more. Like every single match, I expected more. Like the only match, like I said, 2 matches that did deliver were the tribal combat, and of course the last match that we're going to talk about later. Even though I still expected a little more from tribal. Right. But this match right here, in my opinion, for it to be a Netflix premiere, it took up TV time. Penta and Chad would have been better. Penta and Chad, Charlotte Flair making the finish, Becky making the finish. You know what I mean? Like I said, hell, Logan Paul coming out there and kicking somebody in the head would have been controversial. Something. It would have been more entertaining than this match. This match did nothing for nobody. In my opinion, it didn't enhance the rivalry.
I told you it could have been a main event on a regular Monday Night Raw.
It didn't have to be a match on Netflix premiere at all. It's so much more they could have did. You know what I mean? And it wasn't a terrible match. It just wasn't good enough to be on Netflix premiere, in my opinion.
I 100% agree with you, Rock. Yeah, I'm glad you said that, because I agree with you a million. I didn't even think about that. They could have scrapped this all together on a different Raw or SmackDown or whatever they're going to end up putting them and doing, And they could have had the Penta Chad Gable. They could have had a Charlotte. They could have had a Becky. They could have had some. And then they could have had another segment. They could have had 2 segments. If they can give us another match, they could have gave us 2 segments with a Becky and a Charlotte, or a Charlotte and a Penta, or something. They could have given us something more if they had advertised than what they did. I'm with
another
you.
another week that they didn't do shit with the Y6 too. Just point that out.
Yeah, and
No
I feel
Alexa
like
Bliss either who was advertised.
Thank you.
I feel like when it comes to this, it was what it was. I think they just wanted to show Jay and Drew because they're some of the hottest people on the show, respectfully. So that's why he got it, because they're the hottest, with some of the hottest. And I think when it goes into this last segment, of course, we see Roman and Paul Heyman talking about what they're going to do with the Ula Follow. Roman walks in the door with the 2K25 sign. So with that being said, guys, y'all know what it is. It is that time of year where the FTW podcast will be doing another giveaway, and we'll be doing it on the Facebook side and the Instagram side. So, and the Xbox side. So just be looking out for that here very. With that being said, we get into the main event of the night, and that is CM Punk versus Seth Rollins. And boy, it is a banger. It is a banger, and we have a CM Punk win. And here's my thing: I think, and a lot of people, I think this is over with. I don't think this feud goes on no longer, and here's why I say that. It was supposed to happen at WrestleMania. CM Punk got hurt. They were able to slide it right on into the Raw on Netflix premiere. They was able to knock it out, have a great banger match, give them the main event, and what it was still did the same thing it would have did for WrestleMania. So, and then on top of that, it got the main event over the Bloodline. So, with that being said, I really don't think we're going no further with this CM Punk and Seth Rollins feud. And I really think that that's what leads me towards CM Punk also being one of my, I think, doing Royal Rumble predictions, we have 3 picks, but I think that's why he's respectfully one of my 3 picks to win, because, I think this is it. I don't think we get a longer feud. Like, I'd be very shocked if we keep this feud going. Like, I think next week you come out there and you see CM Punk, it might maybe talk his little shit, but they might shake hands. They may not. They might just call it they quits, but I think they walk away with it. I think CM Punk basically says, you're in the rear view. I'm on my way to the World Heavyweight Championship now. You know what I'm saying? Because that's basically, and we still have yet to even found out the fact CM Punk got is from Paul Heyman. So with that being said, I just think it's so much more that they're doing with CM Punk that it puts Seth on the back burner, and that's just what it is. And with that being said, Reptar, start us off. What you think?
The match definitely was good. Shout out to Seth's Silas, because he comes out with the threads every time. But I think it had really good moments, really good highs, and even lows. But the lows weren't really lows, and I mean that in terms of them trading finishing moves was like a moment. I said, "Oh, they think they slick with these little switcheroos on their finishing moves." So I thought that was a cute touch on that part. But I agree in terms of, again, as I said, we don't know what that pact is with Paul Heyman. So it could go into a different route. I don't think Seth needs to harp on this anymore. Granted, this was an actual real beef, and this was literally live reality and expectation at the same time. But granted, it's time for something new for Punk, since he came back after 10 years of not being there. So it's time for a new look, a new road, a new way, a new green light. So I agree. But it was a solid match for a main event. I definitely agree.
Rock, what you think?
Yeah, there was match of the night. Match of the night, in my opinion. And when I say match of the night, because, like I said, I love the Tropic comeback. I did. But the matches that are one-on-one, and there are, like, literally no interference, and, like, they literally wrestle and don't use a whole bunch of weapons. Those type of matches that, like, go the distance, those are the matches that you, like, remember, like, 2 or 3 years from now, whatnot. You know what I mean? Those type of matches you really go back and say, man, that was the best match. They really wrestled and put on a banger like that. You know what I mean? Because, like, the last match that I remember was that good on Raw. Either was Gunther and Chad Gable, or like 10 years ago, it was the Shawn Michaels and John Cena match right after WrestleMania that they had, if anybody remember.
I was just watching that.
Yeah, that match was a super banger. In my opinion, that was one of the best matches I've ever seen in my whole life. So it happened on the regular Monday Night Raw. So yeah, this match was one of the matches that I'll remember for a while, man. I'm glad that they did have it. Like you said, it is time for them to move on from it. They can revisit it later on. They don't have to start liking each other all of a sudden. They can absolutely revisit later on, especially like maybe put a title in the picture later on. But for now, CM Punk needs to move on to try to get a world title. Hell, Steph needs to try to go get a world title. You know what I mean? Or start a beef with somebody else, whatever it is. But they can move on from it. It was nice while it lasted. Just revisit it later on.
MTG.
Great main event. I had CM Punk to win this match, which I was right about that. And as far as they don't really need to continue this feud. I mean, they're pretty much done now. And those fire promos they did before leading up to this kind of hyped this matchup. So it was a great ending to start off Raw on Netflix.
How do we make it better?
Okay, rolling.
I think the match was fire. Great main event to start off, like MTG said, to start off, the first night on Netflix. I liked how they went back and forth, especially how CM Punk hit Seth Rollins' curve stomp and Seth hit CM Punk with the go to sleep, not once, but twice. I thought it was fair. I thought it was almost over at that point. I'm like, okay, he hit him with it twice. There's no way he's kicking out of the GTS twice. No, he did. But great match. I like the pedigree on the table. Everything about this match was cool. Even Seth getting that GTS and cutting his cheek because he lit him up. He hit him right in his face and cut his cheek. I'm like, okay, yeah, this match was a banger. This match was everything that it needed to be, and just how quickly that it came about, how the story played in. Like they made this a hot story already leading up to it. It was like maybe a 3-week build, and they were just going at it. They were promoing and literally hitting each other with just crazy lines and brawling all over the arena. It was just great. So I think this was a great match and a great way to end. If this is the end of their feud for right now, it was a great way to end it and to move on, for CM Punk to move on to something else and Seth Rollins to move on to something else. I'm definitely satisfied.
Okay, Lyle.
Shit. I'll tell you, y'all know how I feel, all right, about Phil. It was a good match. I'm not going to take anything away from either one of them. I was not happy with the finish, of course, because Phil won. But the way Seth took the first GTS and then kind of fell on him for him to get up and then hit him with, I was like, okay. Again, another one that I may not have liked the outcome, but the way it was done, okay. I don't hope it's the end because, of course, Seth Rollins all the way. I want him to beat the brakes off of Phil next time he sees him and, stomp his face like 14 times into the mat and then hit him with like 6 GTSs and then he can, maybe pin him after that. But regardless, it was a hot way to end Raw. Like I said, you did the formula is supposed to do. What I really did enjoy about the match is it had that old school vibe. It really had an old school feel vibe to the way they were wrestling, the way and tonight with the commercials, I wanted to bring up real quick. The commercial breaks, we had about the same because I was counting them. Everybody knows I'm big on that too. I hate how commercial placement ruins the vibe for a lot of matches. I feel like tonight they did very well. They did that very, very well. Where they placed it when you're waiting. Okay, this person's out in the ring. Boom, commercial break. So now, not really. And then when it was during the match, it was during a moment. Oh man, yeah, he's gonna need a minute to recover from that. Okay, we're gonna go to a commercial break. When they come back, he's got him in a rest hold. They start. So that's how it should be done. That's how they kind of been doing it, but there's too many moments when it doesn't do that way. I like the flow, everything. Again, I'm trying to be nice because, It's a CM Punk match. It's my boy Seth. I'm upset that Seth did get the L, but like everybody already said, it makes sense. Which I agree with everything everybody said with the storyline, bloodline, whatever we're going forward towards Mania. I feel like Seth. I don't think he feel like he ever got his surgery he was supposed to go out long ago and get for his back. I don't know if he ever got that fully. So perfect time now. Look, you ain't got none for Mania technically. You've done some bloodline stuff. You just had this real quick, knocked out the whole Punk feud. Go get your surgery, brother. We'll see you after Mania. Get healthy. If you're going to come back with a vengeance and beat the brakes off of Phil Brooks, curb stomp him about 17 times and give him 6 GTSs. But other than that, great.
With that being said, man, I want to thank y'all for joining us with this Raw on Netflix. You guys have been awesome. You've stayed with us pretty much the whole night, man. It's been a bunch of shit all night, man. I can't, you know what I'm saying? Thank y'all enough. I want y'all to be on the lookout because it'll probably be coming Friday or Saturday. But we have an interview coming up with our boy Rhino. We'll be going ahead and knocking out the interview with Rhino. I'll be knocking it out this week and be uploading it up here very soon. So like I said, be on the lookout with the interview with that boy Rhino. Thank you for joining the game today. And we have so many other shows. We have new names on each shows, and I'm not going to spoil them. Just be here each day of the week to see the new setups, the new shows, the new backgrounds, and see what we got going on for 2025. And with that being said, man, I want to give a shout out to the gang tonight. We got our boy FTW Rock in the building. We got our boy MTG. We got our boy Rolly that did half of work. He came in late for work, clocked in late. We got our boy Loud Man Murray. And then we got our girl Reptar, the beautiful Reptar. And with that being said, it's your boy, Mr. FTW. It's your boy Diamond Land. Of course, we got the land in the building. Of course he do. Talk to us.
One thing to say. Make sure y'all tune in Wednesday, the most important day of the week, for Mad Family, your boy Loud Murray AEW review. Most important day of the week, Wednesday. Tune in.
That might show
Have
up.
a wonderful night. Thank everyone for watching. We can go on and go now. You can go, boss man. You can go ahead and hit them credits.
As y'all said, as y'all heard it here first by our boy Loud Man Murray. Tune in on Wednesdays, 420 friendly. We highly shout out and thank y'all for joining.
I didn't want to say SmackDown broke records.
You got to throw that Sue Young on there, boss man.
Instant culture. Like I got all the women, but they get it.